So ARCUEID, right? Main character in the story of like Tsukihime and stuff like that. So she, in similar vein to like Kuma, she's also a rush down character, but she's a little bit different. She has Rekkas also, but like no like armor and stuff like that. She's more about like her movement. She has a lot of like she has like a lot of long jumps and like quick movement stuff. So she is a rush down character, but she has more movement speed than anything. And she got some mix. She got some mixies. I'll explain later. So I also like the stages a lot in this game. It's pretty simple like stages. Usually I pick the simple stages, especially like in fighting game tournaments, stuff like that. So but when all the stages are pretty simple, hopefully like there isn't a laggy stage, right? Like because Guilty, half the stages are laggy in Guilty Gear, but hopefully in this game there isn't any. We'll see what happens. I don't know about in Uni if there's any like laggy, like quote unquote like non-tournament stages. I have no idea. Maybe someone in the comments can let me know. So right here, oh boy. So they basically confirmed that they basically have confirmed that charged normals are back in the game. So this is kind of a staple for not only Melty but for French bread games. In Uni also you could charge up your heavies. Spoilers, this isn't her heavy. This is her 5B or her medium attack, right? So you can charge up specific normals and they change their property. Like sometimes they'll be more plus, sometimes they're overheads. A lot of times they are overheads, to be honest. So ARCUEID in other games used to be able to charge her 5B, and it used to be an overhead, and it's quite fast, right? Because it's a medium attack, and of course there's a little bit extra startup because you're charging it. But as you can see in the trailer, right, it's quite fast still. As you can see, she cancels into her DP, into her throw. So yeah, simple combo, but I know a lot of multiple players don't like that move, so she has it once again, unfortunately. Pops the moon, another overhead. I assume this is an overhead move. I don't know too much about her kit in general, but I really like this moon drop. Hopefully get to use it a lot during the game and not just like once around. Maybe I hope we get like twice around, because I feel like this kind of gives characters like a lot of pressure. Like I feel like every character becomes like a rush down at this point. So I like this moon drive idea. Basic air combo, dunk, some clashes. Doesn't move again, right? Backdash. So I guess you can backdash against this, huh? So let's see. So yeah, backdash. So maybe I guess this will confirm that backdashes have invul to them. To some degree, right? Because like this is in the middle of move and Shiki's in the middle of backdash, so. And super. And as you can see here, right? Kind of some of her advanced movement stuff, right? So I think this is a special move, this knee drop. It could be a normal, but normal, right? Air dashes out of it. Gets a jump normal follow-up. Does this like this kind of ender, so and also ground bounces. I forgot to mention it. Also ground bounces, and she has a Rekka finisher, right? It's kind of sick. So normal, I think it's a normal. I don't think it's a special move like that knee launcher. So normal air dash does like another normal into a kind of like a ender, not like an ender, but she gets extend off of it into Rekka. It's kind of sick. You get a nice little whip punish at the end. That was kind of sick. I wonder that normal goes really far, huh? Let's see. Let's go back. That normal went really far. So Shiki whiffs 2B here, right? Does this? I guess it's not that far. I guess like the follow up to this is pretty far. Look how far she goes forward on this. Like that's like a lariat pretty much. Into a third follow up. Into arc drive. Of course, your level 2s, I guess technically. I'm trying to keep it like low. If you ever watched any of the other videos for Melty, I try to keep it like low Melty terminology for people that haven't played the game ever. She's pretty cool. I would debate playing her too. She's probably a character I would look into as well. But now we have CIEL. CIEL. Nun status. So let's see what she has, right? She has a couple things. I know a little bit more about her than I know about ARCUEID. Oh, let's bump up the audio like a tad. I like this intro pose too. The intro pose is sick. Cause she's a nun, but she's also a schoolgirl, like everybody in the half the cast. That's dope. That's a sick intro actually. So CIEL she has some rush down to her. A lot of characters do have a rush down to them, but she's pretty well rounded. I know in some other versions of Melty, she's pretty good. So her main thing is she has these sword daggers, right? She throws these swords at you. It's not just a sword. She has like follow-ups to the sword. So it's kind of like a Rekka, sort of. So she throws like 1 sword, 2 sword, 3 sword, right? So I think she does it right here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then she combos it into her super. And her super is extremely good. It seems like it's her old super also. Her old super, and I think this super too, is basically full screen, right? If you get hit by the sword, most likely, right? She does this like it's a full screen projectile, like basically. It just hits wherever on the screen. So that's pretty powerful. So it's like easy, 1, 2, 3, the super strong. And, right, including a sword, she has a charge sword. So kind of like we talked about ARCUEID, she has like a charge 5B, it's an overhead. She has charge sword. So as you see, it explodes at the end here, and she gets a follow-up. So if you didn't do this charge, she probably doesn't get a follow-up, or she gets something small. This, she gets like probably her 5B, I'd imagine. I think this is her 5B. Into basic auto combo, right? Into dunk, a dunku. So this right here, I don't even know. I can't even tell you what the fuck is going on. This like Clash movie thing happening. It looks cool. I don't even know what they're doing, to be honest. So you can tell me in the comments if you have any idea what's going on. Some combos. So she also has this on top of her offense. She has a air command throw. So think about it like Cammy, kind of more like Videl actually. Videl's probably the best example. If you ever played Dragon Ball, how she kind of has like she does her Rekka, she does like that flip, and she has like a command throw option. It's kind of like that essentially. So you see right here, right? She does like a normal, and then she has this startup animation for her command throw, right? And keep in mind, so you see ARCUEID doing shield here, her parry. So you can hold it, or not hold it, but like it has. It's not like in Third Strike where it's like you have to hold forward. Like it's a move you do. It's like a button, and you press it, and it gives you like a parry option for a little bit of time. So she does it here, and it doesn't beat throws, right? So she gets hit with fatal counter, so it's probably gonna do a lot of damage. And she pops into Moon Drive, my favorite mechanic. I like the mechanic a lot. If you couldn't tell. Into Sword Super. Also, can we talk about how sick the sound effects are? Like, listen to the sound effects on the super. It's like ching ching ching. That shit is dope. That's a sick ass animation and super, or I guess like sound effect. So she pops burst. I don't know if we talked about this earlier, but the magic circuit also has like a burst attached to it, which is it's called heat. There's heat and blood heat. So it can be used as a burst. So in this, right, you get access to supers constantly, as long as you have it. Like the bar will drain over time. But you also can do super into level 2, into the arc drive. So she does it right here, right? Does her super, cancels into arc drive, and does quite a bit of damage too. The damage is high in this game as well, huh? High damage fighting games. And that's it. That's it for CL. She's pretty cool, very well-rounded character. I know she was quite good in other Melties. I don't know if she's good in NBA ACC, but I know like in NBA, she's good. I don't know like that much about. I've only really played CC. I never played the other Melties. But yeah, that's it. that's it for some Melty Blood. So if characters like don't have that much going on, because we've kind of talked about the main system mechanics in the trailers already. So like if characters don't have that much going on, I might combine them like I did here and do like a double. So like ARCUEID and CIEL. So like maybe I'll save the next one that comes out. I'll save it if there's not too much. If there's a new character, I'll probably talk about it. But if it's like the maids, probably I'll save it and then do both of them together. So that's probably how it'll work for the time being.